Draft night that second day, when you realized it'd be the Pacers, how you felt, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of emotions. It's something I've been working for my whole life. So it was just a massive relief. It was great to have my family there, to share those moments with them. But yeah, it was a dream come true. It's pretty surreal. It's just kind of slowly settling in now that this is reality, but yeah, it's exciting.
What are your impressions of this team so far, and how do you feel like you can either fit in or help?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I think Pacers run a super exciting play style. The team dynamics is something I can kind of envision myself fitting into really well. Just how fast they play, and just kind of how different players impact the games, and I can kind of envision myself doing that.
What's one thing Chad talked a lot about the night you were drafted was just your movement without the ball. I mean, how important is that to your game, and how much do you think that makes you a fit, I guess, in this?
Yeah, super important. I think that's something I've had to do my whole life, like playing with a lot of different teams, learning how to play without the ball in my hands. So that's something I feel like I do really well, being able to impact the game without the ball, like playing in transition, rebounding, cutting. That's something I can see myself doing for sure.
Well, you talked about just playing a bunch of other teams, but I guess why was that always an important role for you? I guess is there some reason why you didn't end up with the ball in your hand? I guess in terms of you're playing with a lot of older guys, no matter what led you to what made that kind of your role always?
I've always been the young guy in the team, playing with older, bigger guys. So kind of learning how to establish myself in different ways. That's primarily kind of how it went.
You talked about the relief. I guess does it add pressure? I guess when to draft night when you're in the green room. I guess what was that part of it like? Is that tough? I guess was that a tough experience?
Yeah, it was tough. A lot of emotions, as I said. At the end of the day, it's like kind of got to have the perspective that being drafted. So I'm super excited, but definitely it's motivation. Kind of being in the green room, seeing everyone being picked. But I think I've just landed in a great spot. So.
John, is there a pinch me moment whenever you're just whether you're walking out here or Tyrese calls you or something that it's sort of set in like, hey, I get to play with some of these guys who I've watched for a couple of years?
Yeah, honestly, it hasn't really sunk in. I think it's still like little things here and there. I'm just like, okay, this is getting real. But yeah, I think different new experiences and learning about everyone, getting to know them. It's all part of it. So it's super exciting.
I guess when in your life did the NBA become a goal? At what point did you see that as realistic and possible? And I guess how did you grow up experiencing it? I guess.
Yeah, it's always been my goal in the back of my mind, trying to make it to the top. That's just where my motivation comes from. But it was never as realistic. Well, I didn't think it would happen as quickly as it did. A year ago, this time last year, I didn't know where I was going to college. So it happened really quickly, but I'm just trying to keep level-headed, just kind of enjoy it and trust the process and keep going with this momentum.
What's the biggest thing you want to take away from this camp and then the summer league in general?
I think just kind of, establishing myself, getting to know everyone, getting everyone to, trust me, trust who I am as a player. But yeah, just enjoy it. I think this is it's super special just being here, so I'm just enjoying it.
I know it's early in this camp, but do you feel like playing for a program like Kansas in college will help ease the transition into the NBA?
Absolutely, yeah. I think, going through Kansas, especially someone like me, I was super late edition, kind of helped me mature as a person and as a player. So I think that, full credit goes to the staff out there. They did an amazing job just kind of welcoming me to the team, so absolutely.
Like on the women's side, like talked to Angel Reese and she was talking about how playing for a program like LSU, I mean, those practices kind of molded her into a professional player. Is there any stories that you have from practices with Self or games with Self that might have prepared you for this moment?
I'd say definitely practice. He kind of going through practices, he kind of wants to see how you are, like how you react in times of like when different things are being thrown at you. But yeah, I think it definitely gets you ready. Just kind of that like professional mindset of practice, like just understanding how important practice is and how like practice habits translate into game, and it kind of each other out. So definitely.
You had a chance to meet any of your teammates beyond the summer league guys?
Not yet. No, I haven't been here for too long. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Though.
This is a kind of a curiosity question for my boss. Obviously, you're technically picked by the Spurs. Did you get a hat? Did you get gear or anything like that? And if so, what did you do?
No, I didn't. I didn't
get anything. Okay.
No, I knew.
You knew immediately.
Yeah, at the time of the pick, I knew what